All right, let's talk about Monique. Monique the comedian. That's the last story, I think. Monique the comedian. Let's talk about Monique the comedian real quickly. Monique is an interesting character. Another interesting character. Monique. People, you guys know Monique, right? Comedian. She was parading this internet media streets altogether for years about open marriage. The open marriage that she had. In fact, at one point, I felt like she was denying it and said, "That's not what we meant." I felt like I've seen that somewhere. But listen, if you have to use that language ever, you're full of it. If you ever had to use that to describe your marriage, yeah, you're like, no, but that's not what we meant. But why would you use the language open marriage? Open marriage means exactly what it means. It means it means you're allowed to do all kind of stuff outside. That's what it means. There's no other way to shape it, form it, trick around it. She is a Monique and her daddy, right? She calls him daddy, right? But anyway, there's this story. I'm going to read it to you and then we'll round off quickly for the day. So shout out to Lovely T. Lovely T says Monique on why she grew out of open marriage arrangement. She grew out of. I thought that's not what she meant. Maybe, I don't know, I misread that somewhere. But anyway, he loved me at my worst. Let's read this. So Monique, in a wide-ranging interview with the Hollywood Reporter, spoke about her relationship with Sydney Hicks, who is also her manager, with whom she shares 17-year-old twin sons. Monique, 55, said, Hicks is the best manager that I've ever had. And I've had the big boys, and added that they are practically inseparable as a couple. Okay, that's them as a couple, right? Monique also mentioned that she grew out of the desire for an open marriage, which she and Hicks, who she wed in 2006, have previously been candid about. Okay, I guess. Including on podcast called Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. Another person selling with terminologies and phrases that they can't really own with their full chest. But maybe they were trying that. These celebrities try kind of crazy stuff. On the last show, we were talking about Will Smith, right? And his crazy wife. And they've tried their hands. They touched the fire. It burnt them really badly. Still burning them. But, we know that these people, they just try all kind of crazy stuff. But anyway, she said life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. All right. So in other words, this is why talking too much is not good. You're starting to make your daddy sound very weak. Okay. Meaning, while you were busy defining what the marriage is supposed to be, you were wearing the pants. Essentially, he was just there saying, "Hey, whatever you want, baby." Listen, maybe that's a honorable thing for him to do. In this, you don't need to be telling the public this kind of stuff, because now he will be dragged. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a lay. Ayé mà níkà o. Hey.
Obìnrin.
Ayé mà níkà o. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a lay. So I grew out of that. And he was there just sitting there waiting for you. I don't even think a woman should wait for that. If a man comes to you and say, I want open marriage. If that's not what you want, you'll be like, okay. You're going to come back to me when you're ready for a marriage. If I'm still available, I will consider. Good luck. Is that, what I just did is easier said than done. But that's what that's what you need to do. You let go, right? But she's painting this picture like he was just there waiting I made the decision of what I wanted until I grew out of it. So she said, so I grew out of that. The comedian was new. She has a new Netflix show coming up April 4th. So she's promoting that, I guess. Right? The comedian whose new Netflix special, My Name is Monique, debuts April 4, first revealed she was in an open marriage in an interview with Essence back in 2006. Then in 2016, she reflected on the arrangement on their podcast, saying, according to the New York Times, that people didn't understand at the time. Exactly. That's what I thought I'd seen somewhere. She said people didn't understand. No, open marriage means exactly what it means. It means you're open to do whatever you want outside the marriage. You still come back to it as long as you're open and honest about it. Terrible idea. Always a terrible idea, in my opinion. Okay? A house divided against itself cannot stand. What kind of area gay and play, man? Right? I be sure you want to come the wine me.
Sure you want the wine me?
Right? Hey, listen, you could do this outside of marriage. Inside of marriage is stupid. It makes sense. Right? You have the opportunity to stay single if you want to stay single. Why must you drag other people along in the mess? Forgetting that this mess is perpetual and they spattered out like that in different ways. People's emotions are involved. Now your children will see this writing up and like, what, mom? Open marriage? That sounds, what the hell were you thinking? Jesus Christ. Right? Anyway, Monique also added at the time about their agreement, which was her idea. You see? Was our idea. Sydney had this one thing he had to teach me, and that was reciprocity. He said, if you can have that, it's only fair that I can have that too. That was what they were saying back then. I wanted to continue to see the gentleman that I was seeing. And I felt comfortable telling my best friend Hicks, ouch. I'm grateful he taught me I had to play fair. Oh, so she wanted to continue to see some other gentleman. And it was like, if you can have that, it's only fair that I have that too. Any thoughts? Let me see what Lovely T said. So, sis did all that promoting of an open marriage for years and would go off on anyone who condemned it. This entire situation made her look desperate to keep daddy. Now, all of a sudden, she grew out of it. But the real question is, did he grow out of it as well? Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, it's hard to put it back in. Listen, protect what you have. Don't play with fire. Don't play with stupid stuff. Protect what you have. Don't play with fire. It burns. Burn. Rebecca says, I used to watch her TV comedy series. Yes. Hello, I know, right? Her daddy. It sounds so weird how she calls him daddy. That open marriage thing is a hot mess. Some East Asian couple offered swinging to my beautiful 52-year-old aunt. Jesus. She said no. Yes. Like she said, you can't put toothpaste back into the tube. Like there's some things that come with extreme passion. They have to be protected. They're beautiful the way God created them, but yeah, they have to be protected. They have to happen within certain contexts. If it doesn't, it's very dangerous, right? And to create a mess. You basically was allowing all these spirits into her marriage. It never ends well. Yeah, the Parkers. Yep. No, don't grow out of it now. Nonsense. Oh yeah, this says, I had a colleague at work that was into open marriage. Too much third-party risk. You don't know what intention the external parties have, and it can turn sinister. Exactly. It's not worth it. Whatever you're looking for, you're looking to, it's a quick fix of some sort. Doesn't work out well. It can be very messy. I'm sure there's some exceptions out there that are doing it well and it works for them. For that one person that will be in the comment and say he worked for somebody, I know. Okay, for most people, could it work? Okay, that's what I'm willing to bet on. My colleague's wife fell in love with her open marriage partner and started hiding her hobby. Now the guy is in therapy. Yes, it will destroy people. Okay. She basically turned her hobby to side prick and prioritized the third party. Abby, because the third party is the secret affair. There's a reason why she needed that, right? That's not just gonna go away just like that. People just say, "Hey, we know what kind of arrangement we made. We should keep it that way." That's not how it works. Mama, don't be deceiving. That's not how it works. People's emotion enter this stuff. They will break all the rules that they set. Okay. My future better not come to me with that hot mess. Future husband. You're open to outside freak on agreement. You are open to outside freaky on agreement. Freaky. People that want to eat their cake and have it too. Yeah, life doesn't work like that. It's a short-term fix, if anything, and it's a short-term fix that would destroy your long-term, which is the only thing that really matters. Because short-term will be over. Whatever you're looking for short-term will be over, and then you have to deal with the mess that you create. It's not worth it, in my humble opinion. It's not worth it. Okay? Yep, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, with that being said, I have a last word for you. I'll be right back.